Everybody, it's Nicola Ball from the Talking Rooms. Hope you're all doing well on this wet and windy Monday. I thought I would just do a wee follow-up video from last week's video on childhood and teenage anxiety. If you've not had a chance to watch it yet, it is pinned to the top of this page, and take some time to just absorb some of the information in it. In the video, I'm just talking about what childhood anxiety is, how it might be manifesting, and what you can do to kind of help your child. There's a couple other points that were additional resources when I did the original webinar, but I thought I would just do a quick video and just share some of that with you. One of the things is what people are asking is, how can they help their kids? And I've actually forgot who it was that who made a comment on Facebook, but I'll find your name when I'm putting this up. And there's lots of resources there available to you, and I guess it kind of depends on the age of your child. But what I would say is, talking about what's going on for your kids is really, really important. So whether they're young or they're in their teenage years, it's important for them to understand that feeling a bit anxious at times is normal. It's part of kind of developing your skill set, or your survival skills, if you like, and it's natural to feel a bit stressed or worried. It's just if those worries are getting in the way of your child enjoying life or participating, whether that's school or socially, that's when you kind of want to get on top of it. Obviously, if you are concerned, speak to your GP, speak to school, and get some support there. Some of the other things that you can be doing, talking about the different things that might be happening in their body, like some of the things they might be feeling. So for particularly young children, they might feel a bit sick, like their tummy feels a bit funny, and that could be not sickness, it could be anxiety, and it can feel quite frightening and overwhelming for children. So it's really important to be able to just talk to them about what's happening in their body, and it's okay. Um, a couple of resources I did want to share with you was about, sometimes for the child, their worries can be, just ongoing, and quite relentless in their minds. And a few people have asked me, what kind of things can you do for that? So there's a couple of really, really nice wee tools for that. If your child is quite young, what I would recommend is make a worry box. So you can, get a wee box, a shoe box, whatever it is, and they can be a part of that. They can decorate it, whatever they need to do. And then they can write their worries down, fold it up and pop it in their worry box. And that helps them to kind of process their worries, but also to know that they can let their worries go. So that's a lovely wee kind of tool for younger kids. For kids that are older or have got their own phones, there's a brilliant app, and it's called a thought record. You go onto the app, it's free, and what it does is helps the child to kind of identify what it is they're worrying about and how that's then having an impact on how they're feeling. So their mood might be quite low because of what they're thinking about, and it teaches them about the different types of what we call unhelpful thinking styles. So, if they're highly anxious, they may be thinking in a catastrophic way, so the worst case scenario with every kind of thought. So this helps them just to really understand their kind of thought process and what's going on for them. So for two different age groups, two different kind of types of ways of looking at worry and how they can sort of start to understand their worries. Breathing, relaxation. There's tons and tons of resources out there, on YouTube for free. And if your child's feeling anxious, get them to just take a moment, whether that's just breathing in for the count of three and out for the count of three, or you want to spend some time doing like a short 10-15 minute meditation with them. There's another great app. There's loads of free resources on this as well called Insight Timer. I personally use it, and I've got the kids using different kind of meditations as well. And the short 10-15 minute meditations is usually all people really kind of need. Another resource I thought would be useful to share, and again this probably is a bit more relevant for younger children, but there's a fantastic book. Now again, there's loads and loads of good books out there, but this one I just particularly love, and it's called Hey Warrior, and it turns their kind of anxiety into something that they can sort of connect with. And it's basically a book that tells a story, and it's a really simple story, but it just explains about anxiety, trying to keep you safe. But it's really well illustrated, and it's really really well written. Um, and you can get that at, I think you can get it on Amazon. It's called Hey Warrior. I've totally forgot the author's name, but if you go to www.heysigmund.com, you'll see they've got a variety of different kind of products there as well. So yeah, really really useful in terms of being able to kind of face and talk about what is going on for your child. I also wanted to touch on a wee bit about perhaps getting some help. So obviously here at the Talking Rooms we can help, but we understand that private resources are not always suitable for everybody. So there are lots of different things that you can tap into. As I said earlier, if you do have any concerns, speak to your GP first and foremost, or speak to your school. There is a helpline called Young Minds Parents Helpline, which is, I'm just trying to see if I've got the actual website here. Young Minds Parents Helpline. The phone number is 0808 802 5544, and it's open Monday to Friday from 9:30 till 4. That's available across the UK. So again, that's another resource that you can, as a parent, be tapping into for some support. So listen, I could go on and on all day here, but if you've had an opportunity to kind of watch the video and understand last week's video about childhood anxiety, this is just another video with some resources to kind of help you as a parent or a teacher. We have quite a lot of teachers getting in touch to say that they're noticing, children in their classroom that are, experiencing anxiety, and how can they help, which is wonderful. So I hope some of these resources have helped, and if you've got any questions, please do just drop me a wee message and let me know. Okay.